Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to episode 2 of our Jon Snow Defending the North campaign for Medieval 2, the Fire and Blood submod. So yes, in the last episode, things didn't necessarily go as planned. Jon and Tormund went north of the wall with the Wildling and the Stark men, and we were utterly smashed. We did manage to kill a whole bunch of the White Walkers, and we did manage to almost wipe an entire army. However, we didn't actually manage to do the killing blow, even with 2 full stacks of our forces. The undead do seem extremely strong, and I think that's just solely because this mod isn't done yet. They're currently working on it. This is more of a stability test to go ahead and get all the crashes and bugs out of the game, rather than kind of a full release. So, I mean, it makes sense, as well as that the undead are apparently not really tuned with the AI yet, so they're not going to really tend to come south and invade the north quite yet. However, in future versions of the mod, that is obviously supposed to be the plan. As well as that, I was actually messing around in the menus and I found that they're actually planning on adding in 5 different campaigns into the game, from the Aegon's Conquest, Dance of Dragons, I think Robert's Rebellion, as well as the War of the Five Kings, and obviously this kind of scenario after a Feast of Crows. So that's really, really cool that they're planning on adding in all these different scenarios from different time periods. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. But for today's episode, I think what we're going to be trying to do is just take these settlements beyond the wall. Whitetree and also Craster's Keep. I think securing them provinces will be great because that'll give us fortifications. Also, I'd love to take the Frozen Shore as well if I could, and maybe take a few of these other provinces that they're not really defending. They are defending the land beyond the wall and also Hardhome. I don't know if we're going to be strong enough to take any of these back. I'm going to be pumping up soldiers left, right, and center. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Can we not get through? Oh, we can only get through this way. Oh, that was bad. My bad. But yeah, I'm going to be mustering men, everyone I can. Bran's going to bring an army as well. Bran's going to be bringing up a force of Stark soldiers to go beyond the wall and try and defeat the Night King. But I think what we might do, because the undead aren't really finished yet, I think my plan is this is going to be the final episode in this kind of mini Let's Play series, and then we're going to start a brand new one as the undead, because I feel like if we're playing the undead, then it's much easier than playing against them, because we can kind of manipulate them in the way we want, and the Starks and the Tullys and the Lannisters and the Targaryens are much more complete than, say, the undead are. So I think it'll be good to flip that round. So if you guys are enjoying this, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. But yeah, let's just dive into this. I'll bring it back to you guys at pivotal moments in the campaign. So we've managed to catch one of the undead armies a little bit beyond the wall, and honestly, these are good odds for any Roman to really take this on. Clegane will hopefully gain his first victory beyond the wall, and if we can kill this army, then it leaves Whitetree and also Craster's Keep fairly undefended. They do have some mercenaries that have flocked to the dead banner. We just have to imagine that these mercenaries are, just undead soldiers. So, I mean, overall, this should be a fairly clean battle, and I'm hopefully just going to quickly run them into the ground without too many casualties and move on from the battle with minimal casualties. Because obviously in Medieval 2, you actually have to replenish your men at a castle that has the deployment. And why is everything full of trees? Goddamn, Night's Watch, cut down these trees so we can have a clean battle. So it may look like I've decided to corner camp in this battle, but it's just solely because this is the place where we can, it's the only place where there aren't a lot of trees, so we can actually see what's going on in the battle. Medieval 2 doesn't do a great job of really in heavy forested areas giving you a good visibility. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? But because the graphics are so old now, it's just not really that great to watch. The AI does have some mercenaries that they've bought, so they do actually have some cavalry, but we can just imagine that these guys are something else. My pikemen should all be putting their pikes down though. There we go. So if the AI wants to charge their horses onto pikes, I will take that. And then obviously we also have the fire arrows coming in. They should probably be shooting something else. Let's take them off fire at will really quickly. Maybe tell them to focus down the undead right here or something would be perfect, because yeah, these are the units we have to kill, are the undead. The Stealth Swords mercenaries should be a fine match for us to deal with, but it's just everything else, right? So we need our crossbows to come in. The pikes should do a fairly decent job at holding them at bay. Again, I'm doing a lot of friendly fire here, so let's change focus, get the crossbows to shoot something else as well. Yeah, you guys just hold there. Yeah, it's really the undead we're kind of trying to fight. And it's going to be very interesting to see how we're going to fare against the undead with pikemen, because the spearmen that we were using in the previous battle and the archers we were using in the previous battle got absolutely slaughtered by them. Like, it wasn't even close. We got absolutely stomped by the undead army. So I'm hoping my pikes will fare a little bit better. And especially because they haven't really got as many elite infantry units necessarily as we've been fighting before. And once we kill the rest of these units, we should be able to move on. Let's get the crew of boys. We'll get Clegane, Beric, and Davos to go around with our cavalry, and we'll hit into their sides. I'm hoping this battle will be a lot cleaner, though, than the ones we have been fighting. There are also no White Walkers defending this army either, so their actual morale should be a lot weaker. So a really nice thing actually is because they've got a lot of mercenaries, these mercenaries actually break, unlike the undead that are in their forces. So this battle is turning out pretty good for us. So we got a lot of our archers focusing down the undead who are moving up. But yeah, having these mercenaries break are awesome. I've also deployed a lot of my cavalry force. As you can see, these guys over on this flank are moving into position. But I think it is time to bring them into battle. So we'll send a few knights off to help kill the undead. And then we'll send the actual, crew of boys, Beric, Clegane, and also Sir Davos into this battle, just to go ahead and rear charge them. Again, these are the undead units, I think. Yeah, these are the undead units, as you can see. And we'll just try and hit these guys. So we're actually going to have to take these guys down bit by bit. And I also need to be very careful as we've got another charge there as well. That's a little bit better. I feel like the medieval charges are a lot more disappointing than what I remember. But as I said last episode, maybe it's just because I've been spoiled with like Three Kingdoms and Warhammer, where charges are very, very good in that. Maybe I'm just not used to how they were back in the day, because it's been a while since I've played Medieval 2, honestly. So let's go ahead and rear charge. We'll obviously put our cavalry out. We don't want to leave them stuck into this battle. We'll use some tactics that they tend not to use. Also try and focus down this, but we are breaking the majority of the sellswords. So I mean, it serves them right for pledging their allegiance to the undead. It's kind of like Davy Jones, when he takes on the soldiers. That's kind of, I guess, what's happened here. After a pretty hard-fought victory, I would say, we have managed to corner the remnants of the undead. As you can see, there's only a handful of them left now, and we're moving in from every side. I've got crossbows shooting them in the back. So after killing the White Walker leading them, because there was actually a general unit who looked like a White Walker just kind of placed in one of the undead units, we have managed to, their tactics have gone out the window and we are killing them. Also, something I've just noticed is, look at this battle map. The wall is actually in the distance as well, which is really, really cool. I don't think there's like any road, or maybe there's a road moving right there. So yeah, maybe there'll be a gate or something along the wall, but that's kind of cool just seeing it in the background. I never noticed that before. In this battle, but now we are just killing the last remaining couple units. You've got the pike walls moving in, and there is literally nowhere for them left to go. So overall, a good battle, and I think we haven't lost. We've lost so few men, but we should be able to move on and try and take Craster's Keep or Winter Tree as well. Either of them will be a great base of operations to continue to move out in beyond the wall and the Land of Always Winter, and hopefully, take a few more castles. And I mean, this is our first victory against the undead, so I'm happy that it has been at the hands of Clegane, Beric, and also Sir Davos, the new threesome to be scared of. Oh, an interesting update from the Westerlands. Casterly Rock has been taken by the Tyrells as well as Lannisport, so it's going to be a big hit to the Lannister forces. They're also losing territory at the Golden Tooth, and I imagine the rest of this, Randall Tarley right here, and the rest of the units are going to come in and probably take Hornvale as well. So I think the Lannisters are going to be losing a large amount of their territory. We also have Goodsbrook being taken by the Targaryens, as the Targaryens are making more of an indent. Daenerys Targaryen has moved further down away from Stormstance and Sharp Point, so I imagine she'll be meeting up with Grey Worm and the rest of her forces and securing more of the Stormlands for herself, and then I guess marching on Casterly Rock whenever the time does, warrant it. Over in the north, though, we are simply just about to take Winter Tree. We have some battering rams. There's no need to fight this, even though this one White Walker unit is literally, has a very, very decent balance of power bar. And I don't think no one here has Valyrian Steel as well, so we technically wouldn't be able to kill these White Walkers. But let's just pretend that we have Dragon Glass, and that'll be enough. But nice, our first bit of territory beyond the wall. And I mean, we can basically just go for Craster's Keep Again, look at that. That's so funny. A rebel army. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight it because if that's just undead units, I'll probably avoid it. Does seem like though they are, moving more soldiers down here. Something else I wanted to see actually. Have we killed the undead leader? Because it like that isn't the Night King, right? So did we kill him in our first battle with Jon, or did Tormund kill him? I'm not actually too sure. But, the rest of the time we are just having to recruit more men here. I think pikemen and archers are the way to go in the future. And we have a very nice army which we can send up. I think Bran's army is starting to come into show. We have a lot of swordsmen here as well. So yeah, Bran's army is starting to get kicked into gear. And we'll be up here in no time with more forces. Also, these Stark bodyguard units are probably extremely strong, so I'm hoping that they'll do some good damage. Oh no, I've been ambushed! I was moving the forces kind of closer to Hardhome, and an army of the undead have just approached us out of the darkness. Again, their armies aren't like the strongest. They've got a few mercenary, battalions, but they do have a army of White Walkers, or a unit of White Walkers, and this is going to be Jon's revenge, I guess. So let's dive in. I think what my plan is, so I've just taken Craster's Keep, and I think what my plan is I'm going to muster 3 full stacks. I'm going to send the Mormonts to go and take the shore to the far left. Once again, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Why is it so, god, the Night's Watch should be chopping these trees down, god damn it. And there's not even really is there any open ground whatsoever so we can see? I guess we could like deploy on this. Yeah, we'll deploy right here, I think. But yeah, I think my plan is what we're going to do is we're going to send the House Mormont to go and take the far left province with boats, and then we're going to muster all of our forces and we're just going to march on Hardhome, because that's where the undead seem like they're forming up, and we will have a true battle for the dawn right there. I've definitely learned from the previous battles we've fought against the undead, and we've kind of set ourselves up a nice little crossfire right here. So as the undead pour in against our halberds, which should be a lot better at defending and holding the line, we'll have fire arrows coming in, and then we also have, Jon ready to pounce. I'm a little bit nervous that we've kind of underestimated this left flank, so let's maybe try and reform it a little bit. Also, I'm really sorry about the tearing of the textures. I don't really know what's going on right there. But there he is. There is more White Walkers. I mean, I don't know how many White Walkers we actually have to kill, but we'll move in with Jon pretty soon to take care of these guys. And the fire arrows are doing seemingly a great amount of damage. So let's actually be a bit more aggressive. Oh, they've got some cavalry over here as well. I mean, not that, yeah, the pikes should take care of the sellsword. Traitors who have sided with the dead and, the promise of life, I guess. There is no faith whatsoever. But for now, the archers will just, hammer away at their formation. I'm going to start being a little bit more aggressive, I think, with these units, just solely because we have a big portion of pikemen. I might as well try my best to, envelop them. And yeah, as you can see, I mean, it says the balance is in our favor. The balance power isn't actually in our favor, but I mean, overall, with the arrow fire coming in on the White Walkers, with the pikemen holding a pretty sturdy line, I think the undead won't stand a chance, and we'll get and claim another victory against them. However, this will wound our army on the way to Hardhome as we make our final battle, the battle for the dawn. Cavalry set up, and I think Jon is preparing himself to get a nice little rear charge into the White Walkers. They haven't lost a single unit. Yeah, that's kind of crazy considering I've been peppering them with missile fire. I've been hitting them with every bit of infantry I have. Hopefully this cavalry charge will do a bit of damage. You can also see the Silver Surfer Jon Snow right there. I imagine once the mod is a little bit more complete, they will have, custom models for every single major hero. I mean, overall, we are winning this battle, but them White Walkers are going to be almost impossible to take care of. I don't know if we're going to have enough to take care of them. And I think we need to bring up our swordsmen as well. We have some nice Umber swordsmen right here as well. There's a few Umbers and Glovers and Hornwoods in this unit, so that's fun to see, a nice mix of units. But for now, we will continue just to pepper away at their infantry and try and whittle their units down as best as physically possible. So we just managed to win another victory. This time we took a lot more casualties though, as they had a lot more men, I guess, than the battle that Clegane fought in against the White Walkers as he moved closer to Wintertree and also Craster's Keep. So I guess now our only objective is to make our final push to Hardhome and just have a big old battle for the dawn, because why not, I felt like the White Walkers and stuff just aren't enough fleshed out. They're way too OP. So I think what we're going to do is, we're going to go and kill this army quickly. we're just going to, amass our armies, and we're just going to march on Hardhome for one big final battle and see if we can, we can win the battle or not. Also, I will be sending an army to Frozen Shore to take that just because it will look cool. But yeah, we'll do an all or nothing battle. Jon will either be victorious at Hardhome or die. And by the looks of the amount of AI armies they have, he'll probably die. So the battle for the dawn is about to begin. Let's move in all of our armies now, and we will prepare ourselves to, I guess, die, because things do not look hopeful. Jon can go there, and then you can move in. So we have 2 full stack armies. We have over 12,000 soldiers. The undead have basically similar numbers. We could also attack at night and try and boost our chances, getting 8,000, but even still, the balance of power is not looking good. We will just attack them, though, where we can and hope for the best. I'm also going to let the AI control the other 2 armies, because I think it would be kind of cool having the AI command that, and we're just kind of commanding our main force led by Jon Snow. So here we go, the big battle, the final thing in this campaign. Hopefully we can claim victory and kill the Night King right here. And yes, it's not super foresty, so we can actually have some open field battles. I love it. So let's get this bad boy started. Oh no, our reinforcements have been delayed. That is really bad. We needed these guys to turn up. I guess also the AI reinforcements, the enemy reinforcements have also turned up late as well. This is not good. Can we see them coming onto the battlefield anywhere? Doesn't look like it, right? No, I can't see them slowly making their way on. Normally in Medieval Total War, you can see the reinforcements like making their way in, and hopefully they will make it in time, because if they don't, things are going to be very dire for us. There is no way we are going to be able to defeat this many skeletons by ourselves. So all hope might literally be thrown to the winds already. The White Walker bowmen are moving forward, and these guys are going to be very scary, obviously, being able to one-shot javelins with their Olympic throwing abilities. We're going to have to be pretty careful if they get in range of Jon Snow. And you can see the army of dead. There's just so many of them. We do have a lot of pikes, and these pikes are going to be very useful, but I don't think they're going to be enough, honestly. We have spent all of our ammunition, and I guess now is the time to push forward our ranks and try and repel the undead. There does not seem like there are any forms of reinforcements coming our way, which is going to be absolutely dire. I do not think we have anywhere close to the amount of men to take care of the undead. I'll try my best to outflank them at every single position. We have managed to kill, we have only managed to kill 5% of their forces as well. This is not looking good. Yeah, all hope seems to be lost, and the battle hasn't even started. I felt like maybe if the other 2 armies of Bran and Clegane and Sir Davos could have turned up, maybe we stood a chance, but I think now Jon is going to lose his life fighting the undead. So I've basically managed to kill the majority of the White Walkers on this flank. There's still another unit of them, but these guys are down to, well, just one now. Actually, yeah, this is the last guy right here. So if we can kill the remainder of White Walkers here, I think there's still one more unit which is fully stocked and ready to go. Besides that, though, I don't know. We're just not even going to be able to kill the majority of undead if we take a look at the overall battlefield. Yeah, things aren't looking great. But as I said, Jon will give his life to win this battle. And, taking out these couple White Walkers right here is going to be a great start. And then we can kind of move around this flank of swordsmen and look to hammer them in the sides. Jon will do some hammer and anvils. I'll try and whittle down the undead forces as much as I can. And we just got to hope that the pikemen can hold the front line. It's going to be up to the pikemen. It's going to be up to the halberdiers to keep the enemy at range and bring them down. Do some unsullied phalanx stuff and try and break them. But I mean, that's just, we're already being overwhelmed by numbers on this flank as well. The Lord of Light needs to do something right here if he expects us to do anything. And we have managed to just kill these White Walkers, so that's good. Let's advance the army round, and we'll try and take care of these ones as well. The undead have completely enveloped my northern swordsmen on the far left flank. I think our left flank is going to crumble very soon. There are just too many of them. We could, I guess, send a unit of pikemen to maybe try and help out, but there's so few of them left. As well as that, Jon is currently 1v1ing a unit of White Walkers. But again, their White Walkers are just cutting us down to size. We have some more swordsmen we can commit to this fight, and I am going to throw them in to try and support him. And I guess I'll bring Jon out and try and hammer and anvil a little bit more with these infantrymen acting as like the anvil, and we will obviously act as the hammer. So Jon, pull out of this battle, get out of there, let these swordsmen move in now and try and take up the slack, and then you move around the flank and get yourself stuck in. Our front line is kind of holding, but not really. Yeah, you can see right there, now that these swordsmen have broken, we've only lost 28% of our army, but I think that's 28% too much, especially when they have all of this infantry just waiting. If I can kill the White Walkers, we'll imagine that this is the Night King right here. So if I can kill this unit right here, I think I'll be happy with the end of the battle. And we can maybe just tell ourselves that we won, even though we definitely are not going to. But, you know, if we can kill the White Walkers, I guess that's good. Oh, wow, my pikemen have been literally completely surrounded. Look at that. And the undead are pouring in from every single side. There might be a small gap they could try and escape from, but yeah, they look pretty screwed, I'm not going to lie. As well as that, units are starting to break on my front line. Some are coming back, so we'll bring them into the battle. But I think all hope now rests on killing these White Walkers, who we have surrounded, and we have managed to kill 7 of them. So yeah, we'll keep on trying to put pressure on them, but I think at the end of the day, everything else will take us out. And I mean, Jon is in this kind of section of the battlefield as well. So yeah, I mean, I think my center's just going to crumble way before we managed to kill that unit. Look at this, the Night King. He's the only soldier left, and he is running. He is fleeing from the battlefield. I think I'm going to select everyone and just go after him. You kill him, we win the battle. He is running. He's the only person left in his unit, and he is getting the hell out of there. Jon, do not let him escape. Charge him down. Hopefully the rest of my army is also going to be helping out, even though the undead have completely inverted me from the backside. And these pikemen are, yeah, not going to be faring quite so well as maybe the troops are in the front line. But kill the Night King. If we kill him, we win. Let's do it. That absolute coward is still alive back here. He's leading the soldiers from the rear. And I think that kind of like last-ditch effort for him to escape has worked. And now the battle is looking very dire. We have barely any infantry left. Jon is down to 12 soldiers in his unit. And yeah, I feel like the Battle of the Dawn has been lost, and there is no hope now for this, you know, for victory to be held. We have been defeated. Our army was just not good enough to break them down. I mean, look at that. We only did 1,300 casualties to their army. I guess if we kill their units and we bring them back, you know, whenever we lose our 4,000 men, they just replenish their ranks, is what I mean to say. And all hope is lost. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's where we're going to end the campaign right there. You know, because you know, the undead aren't really finished yet. This was more of just like a fun little campaign. However, I think we can make a very fun campaign out of playing the undead, because they have all these bonuses. Their armies are really OP. They have a ton of armies. So I feel like if you guys want to see it, I could just play as the undead and just swarm across Westeros. So let me know in the comments down below if that is something you guys want to see, and if there are enough of them, and if this video gets enough likes, I'll be happy to do it, because I feel like playing against the undead is really hard because their armies are so OP, but playing as them will actually make for more of an interesting campaign, because I'll just be storming the Night's Watch and storming Winterfell and, you know, moving down, ripping through the Twins. Also, look at that, the Greyjoys have taken some of the Twins. So let's actually just look around and see in the 50 turns we played what really happened around Westeros. So the Iron Islands took back the 10 towers. The Tullys have moved down this coastline. The Reach have just absolutely annihilated. Yeah, they've actually wiped out the Lannisters, right? Yeah, the Lannisters, Jaime has been slain, and the entire Lannister faction has been taken care of by the Reach, and a few armies of the Tullys taking, I don't know, yeah, they didn't really push in besides Castamere and also Greenfield. Over down here, we have Daenerys kind of mustering her soldiers. But again, she didn't take a lot of these open castles, which she really could have if she wanted to. The Reach, oh my god, the Reach have taken they've taken King's Landing. Wow, the Reach have just gone absolutely crazy and taken so much territory. They've even moved into Starfall as well. Do we have anything else crazy going on? Oh yeah, so they've lost the Full Hall over there, which is Tarth, right? Yeah, they've taken Tarth out, which is kind of cool to see. and the Vale have also taken some of the Crown lands as well. So overall, a pretty crazy Westeros. I can't believe how much the Reach have taken on in this battle. It's kind of crazy. Our battle against the Dawn, though, was unsuccessful, and now the rest of Westeros is going to have to deal with it. We've given everything we can, and it's up to them now to try their best. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this campaign. If you did, be sure to drop a like and a comment. Let me know if you want to see me playing as the Night King and as the Undead, because I think that should make for a much more enjoyable campaign, just us going around wrecking absolute havoc around Westeros. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and fish out.